Today, we're jumping into a huge healthcare challenge and a really ambitious solution to match. The UAE is stepping up in a big way, taking on the diabetes crisis by making a bold move, producing its very own insulin.
All right, let's get into it. I want you to just think about this number for a second. 76 million. It's a massive, staggering figure, and as you're about to see, it points to a major health crisis that's right on the horizon.
And there you have it. That's the projected number of people who will have diabetes in the Middle East and North Africa by just 2030. And we're not talking about some distant, far-off future here. This is urgent, and it's happening now.
Okay, so first, let's really try to wrap our heads around the sheer scale of this regional health crisis.
You know, the numbers really do paint a pretty stark picture. That 76 million figure, that's what the entire MENA region is looking at by 2030. An immense demand like that just screams for new, sustainable strategies. Because, let's be honest, the old way of doing things just isn't going to cut it.
So, you might be wondering, how on earth do you even begin to manage a crisis this big? Well, for millions of people, the answer really comes down to one single, absolutely vital substance: insulin.
So what is insulin really? The best way to think about it is like a master key for your body's cells. It literally unlocks them, letting sugar, or glucose, get inside to be used as energy. Without that key, the whole system just grinds to a halt, which is exactly why it's so critical for controlling diabetes. Its job really boils down to three core functions. First, it regulates your metabolism, just making sure your body is processing nutrients the way it should. Then, it helps pull that glucose out of your bloodstream and into your cells where it belongs. And when you put those two things together, that's what gives people with diabetes a fighting chance to control their condition. So now that we get the scale of the problem and why insulin is so critical, we can talk about the UAE's really interesting strategic response. It's a direct and, honestly, a pretty brilliant answer to this whole challenge. And right off the bat, you should know, this is no solo mission. We're talking about a serious partnership here. It's being led by Explatech FCO with major support from Project Management Corp. And, crucially, it has the full backing of the UAE government. And that's the only way you pull off something this huge. And their goals? They're crystal clear. Number one, build a top-of-the-line facility to make insulin. Right there, locally. Number two, use that to help the whole region become self-sufficient. And the big one? Really strengthen the UAE's ability to stand on its own 2 feet when it comes to vital medicine. Yeah, so you see, this is way bigger than just manufacturing a product. This is all about forging real, genuine healthcare independence. So how exactly are they going to do it? Let's take a look. Okay, so why the UAE? What makes it the perfect spot for something like this? Well, it really comes down to 3 things. You've got amazing advanced infrastructure, you have rock-solid stability, both politically and with things like power and water, and you've got a great quality of life, which is pretty important if you want to attract the best and brightest minds. And that stability part, it's not just a nice to have. For a high-tech factory that has to run around the clock, it's absolutely non-negotiable. That political calm and those super reliable utilities mean production can just keep going without interruptions. And that's how you guarantee a steady supply of medicine that people literally depend on to live. So let's talk about the real human impact. Get this. This one facility is being designed to provide enough insulin for 700,000 patients every single year. I mean, that is just a massive leap forward in meeting the region's needs. And it's not just about the patients either. Think about the economic side of things. This project is set to create 220 new, highly skilled, full-time jobs. That's a huge boost for local expertise in a really advanced field. But the positive ripple effects just keep going. You've got job creation, of course, but you also have cutting-edge technology being brought in and shared. Local people are getting incredible training. And the most important part, of course, is that more people get access to the life-saving medicine they desperately need. So when you step back and you look at all these pieces together, yeah, you start to see it. This isn't just about building a factory. It's way bigger than that. It's about creating a blueprint for the future. And, you know, this quote from the source really hits the nail on the head. This whole thing is designed to be a model that other regions can look at. It's a perfect example of how a country can use smart investment and teamwork to solve a massive health problem. So, if there's one thing to take away from all this, it's this. The UAE isn't just putting up a building. By taking on the diabetes epidemic directly, they're building something much more important. They're building resilience, they're building security, and they're building a healthier future for the entire region. Which kind of leaves us with one big question, doesn't it? As global health problems get more and more complex, and let's face it, supply chains get more fragile, is this what the future of national self-sufficiency looks like? It's definitely something to think about.